Welcome to the weekly challenge. We are currently working on a small start-to-finish project together. Each week builds upon the last, so if you get behind, you can go to the playlist to catch up to where you are right now. If you get stuck on a step, follow the link in the description to get access to the solution videos to help you out. The challenge for this week will be to add an ASP.NET Core Razor Pages project with authentication to our solution. But first, if you're looking for the handout for today's challenge, or if you want to download this challenge video to watch offline, there's a link in the description to get them. Okay, so the goal for this challenge is to create that Razor Pages application with authentication. Now, I want you to connect it to the class library and ensure the NuGet packages are up to date. That's important. Make sure everything's up to date when you first start a project. So you can't just leave it as is, because later it's a lot harder to update those packages because you're not sure if there's any breaking changes. This way, you get any breaking changes out of the way before you write the code rather than after you write the code. So that's a pretty basic primary challenge. I think it's one you can definitely do with not a lot of effort. But this is important. This is foundational to your application. So you get this right, and you'll be setting yourself up for success. If you aren't quite sure, practice this step, because getting your foundation wrong means a lot of headache down the road. All right? The bonus challenge is to add authentication to the package and ensure that it properly creates the database and will allow you to register a user. Create one user locally for testing. Okay? So make sure that you set this up. Make sure that, first of all, what I did, and I think what you should do, is I renamed the database. The database will come and it'll have a GUID in the name. It's always very hard to understand which database goes with which project because those really generic names and GUIDs that I don't remember which GUID goes with which project, which is understandable. So I'd recommend going and renaming that database before you create it. Okay? So how you do that, you got to figure that out. All right? And then make sure that once you have a database created and once this application is up and running, create one user locally for testing. And we'll use that user over and over throughout the next couple of weeks. So make sure that you get that all set up. Okay? So that's your primary challenge and your bonus challenge. Create that Razor Pages application with authentication, and make sure you test everything, update the packages, and get your foundation set for moving on to larger and more complicated challenges. Okay? So that's it. Hope you got it. Good luck and happy coding.